And this Tesla non-performance almost came back up on me. I don't think to myself, how is this possible? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so I haven't done one of these videos in a while, mainly because this hasn't happened. I've been driving my Tesla, which, where's my Tesla? My Tesla is actually outside. So like I said, I don't have, I have limited garage space, too many cars, probably a first world problem to have, but I have a 2023 Model 3 Performance. If you're new to the channel, this is the car channel. This channel is all about cars, any car related, car reviews, car product reviews, and lately I've been doing some Tesla content. So I recommend just taking a look at what you find and the videos. And if you like what you see, consider a subscription. All right, so let's get to the video. Or actually, what happened? All right, so I was on my way to work, and I hear a Challenger. Not uncommon. Challengers are everywhere. Scat Packs, Hellcats, RTs, even V6. You hear them. You see them. Some are loud, obnoxious, whatever. That like each your own. It's not whatever happens. It's not like, oh cool, it's Challenger. Let me go there. Or a Mustang. I recognize the sound sometimes. I'm like, okay, he's having fun. He's enjoying his car. Like I said, I'm in a Tesla. Like nobody's gonna pick on me. Nobody's gonna try anything with me. And had the Type R or the M3. It's like people. That car attracted a lot of attention, so that's like it's probably why I didn't really get these videos. So anyway, I'm behind him, and I see him pull off from the stop sign, and he can just hear him just accelerate, and he runs away from me. I wasn't even trying to do anything. I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to work, and each stoplight he just hammered it. So there's one spot that we have to merge over to the right lane to take care of the on-ramp. And most people know you get to the right lane. And the only time you get in the left lane is if I might go to the left lane if I want to get in front of a whole line of cars, knowing good well if someone tries anything, if I'm in this car or if I'm in, something quick enough, they're not going to be able to stand a chance with me. So I don't get myself to the front of the line unless I know that if the person speeds up, I should be able to make sure I hold my own. Well, he stops in the left lane, almost like he's baiting someone to just try him. So, of course, I'm in the Model 3 Performance, and I'll say, Hellcat, I said, those things don't put power down at all. I mean, I beat these things, I beat the Hellcats with my M3, at least from a roll, so I don't know how they do from a stop. So, at the time, I still didn't know if it was a Hellcat or not. I'm thinking Scat Pack at the most. Pull up to the light, I see this massive tire, and I'm to myself, oh boy, I think I probably invited myself to the wrong stoplight race here, but he knows what happened. I looked over, and of course I see the Hellcat symbol with the red eye in there, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this guy, he's gonna do something. But I just looked over, I said, you know what, just in case it's a video. And I don't condone it. Like I said, if you do this, don't be looking at your phone while you're driving. But I decided to just hit record, hold my phone like this. So I'm like, I hold the steering wheel. And then if anything happens, I'll have it on video. And I totally forget about Sentry mode too. And normally I do my phone like this way on lengthwise landscape mode. But I say, nothing's gonna happen. He's probably gonna pull off and realize, or maybe he's going left turn. Who knows? Anyway, light turns green. He pulls off. I pull off somewhat aggressive. Now, the Tesla strong point, it seems to be, from my personal experience, it seems to be from that 10 mile an hour, 20 mile an hour roll. You do anything like that, I'm sorry, there's no freaking gasoline car that will be able to touch you at those speeds. At least till about 60 miles an hour. So we roll off, and it was probably about maybe 5-10 miles an hour. And I matched him. And as soon as I hear his car just kick down or rev up, I was like, it's on. And I squeezed the gas. I pressed the accelerator pedal all the way on the floor. Immediately, you know, the instant torque is what you need. It just threw you back in the seat. And I could hear, like I said, I'm not looking at my phone, I'm just looking in front of me, and I'm holding on to the steering wheel. And I'm picking up speed. And I could hear his car running through the gears. And I could hear the supercharger whine. And it's fading back. But it gets to a certain point where it's not fading anymore. And I glanced at my mirror and I was like, he's not dropping back. He's not giving up. He is determined to get in front of me. He's thinking after 45 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, he's going to pick it back up and just run around that potty. And the Model 3 just kept going. And I'm sure if it would have went past like 80 miles an hour, he would have came back around me at some point. But the stoplight, this long story short, I mean, I obviously got in front of him. Racing wasn't that long anyway. But held it, and he had to give up and get behind me. And I got to a certain point, I had to put my phone down. So I don't even know where it was, but the speeds I got, once it went past 60, I was like, this is it. I got to put my hands on the wheel, and I went ahead and grabbed the wheel. So that's why you'll see. And I put the video here, and you can watch it here. But Hellcat went down, and in a way, I felt bad for the guy. I did. Because he's got 700, I don't know what the red eye is doing. What the red eye is it 797? I don't know. But he had the tire. He had the right tire for it. He had the traction. You're just going against electric. It's where we are today. And it's one of the reasons why I decided to get that, because I didn't buy the Tesla to be like the fast drag racer. Otherwise, I want the Plaid, but I wanted something a little zippy, but I wanted something that was comfortable. I wanted something that had some features that I liked for everyday commuting. Something that when something new comes out, I get updates. And that's sort of why I chose the Model 3 and went with the performance, because I'm a power junkie. So I want the 3.1 0 to 60, and in that instance, it actually worked out for me. But most of the time, I don't drive like that. It's me is conserving the battery. Even then, I looked at my battery percentage, and I dropped down. I'm always trying to rival work with to try to see if I can beat the estimated battery percentage. But yeah, it's been a fun car though, especially when things like that happens. Had a C8 Corvette. I didn't really record this one. I think I might have a Century mode, but it didn't look like anything, because we pulled off together, and we both hit it. And as soon as he saw me pull, he went through it. I could hear the acceleration, whoop, whoop, and he backed off. He's like, nope, I'm done. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. He went ahead and decided to go down with his dignity first, then to take a loss to the Model 3. But he already saw the Model 3 was already going to pull on him. And like I said, these stoplight things is all you really need. And most of the times, these spontaneous things only happen. Like I said, I'm not going to take this thing out to do some highway pulls, because I know the Model 3 it will get destroyed on the highway if you need these pulls. But that's not what I bought the car for. I mean, if I want to do some pulls on the highway, this right here is going to be worth the monster right there. I haven't had many cars overtake me on the highway with that. But yeah, I just felt bad for him. Actually, the same thing happened to me. I was driving this car, same thing. I was in the left lane. I was the Hellcat, and that was my M3. And I see a Model 3 Performance come up, and literally as soon as I saw him, as soon as I saw his nose, I pushed it. The DCT kicked down on the it's like a step of a finger. Immediately, I'm in the power band, and I'm going But that Model 3 Performance was a white one. He just pulled ahead of me. And nothing I could do. That instant, nothing I could do for him. I was just like, man. And I felt bad. I just felt bad taking a loss like that. You know? And I'm like thinking about the Hellcat. Like, man, he has to feel bad. You know, that money he spent and the tires and everything else. He had all the boxes checked. And like I said, I love cars, and there's a part of me that I still love all the gasoline cars. I mean, obviously I'm exploring electric too, but to see that happen, to take him down like that, oh man, I'm sure his ego's bruised because anyway, that sucks. But anyway, I want to make that video, talk about a little bit what happened with that. Then something else interesting happened. This was a different day, different month. And I had me curious, so this video may be upcoming. I was probably about a 50-40% battery, and I just went up to pick up some food. And got stuck in traffic. Not say some traffic, just people just driving slow. I was like, it seems like when you're on a cruise and you want to just mind your own business, everybody wants to be on your bumper and tailgate you and push you and zoom around you and feel like you're the one holding traffic. But then when you want to drive like just a speed limit, just people drive. Everybody wants to drive next to each other and tap the brakes every 2 seconds, and it gets annoying. And it's like I just want to get home. Like why would you drive under the speed limit? Like drive the speed limit minimum, please. So I went ahead and went through the right lane and the left lane, and I got through a couple cars, and I guess I wasn't like in and out of traffic, but I just made a couple passes. And I get to the front of the line. This is a Model Tesla. Now, in California, I tell you what, it's not uncommon to get to an intersection and not see a Tesla. And most common ones you're going to see is a Model 3 or a Model Y. You're rarely see an X. I might see an occasional X or S, but the 3s and Ys are just saturated here in California. So me seeing that a Tesla, I just feel like I'm driving the Accord or the Camry version of the EV. It's just you're seeing them. They're common. All right, so I just pulled up and I didn't even look at the guy. I just knew it was a black Tesla, and it was a performance. Well, it's not a performance, what I'm saying. But like I said, most people who buy a performance they don't drive them that way. So I wasn't even thinking in my right mindset. And I pulled from the light, and I pulled off sort of like moderate. And I looked over in my mirror, and I just happened to see him there. And I see his nose starting to come up. And I was like, he's trying to come back on me. So I put it down, and I didn't get that 30 back in the seat hit like I was expecting. Maybe because I probably rolled into it slowly because I wasn't sure what was happening. I didn't smash it like that. I just kind of, but I was expecting a little bit more. And this Tesla non-performance almost came back up on me. I don't think to myself, how is this possible? There's no way. And finally, I held my own, and I was able to just sort of inch up a little bit more and pull away a little bit. I was like, no, like you're not a performance, man. Like how is this happening to me? And we just kind of held that distance. I mean, I was probably like 2 cars ahead and just held that. And the guy was just thrilled that happened. And I was thinking like, man. I said, first of all, I'm at a lower battery level. My car is normally that, but that's the thing. Makes you thinking. And I'm gonna do a video on this. How much power are you losing at different level, at different battery charges? So I'm gonna do a test at different ones. Obviously, you've seen my 3.1 0 to 60, 3.3 with the rollout at 77%. But let's see what happens when you're at 20% or 40%. Let's see what the acceleration is like then. Yeah, I'm gonna do some videos on that. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you want to make sure you don't miss it out on this. But yeah, I'll show the videos here and you can see that. But anyway, thanks for watching.